We still have a good relationship. I mean, obviously he's in jail right now, but we talk regularly.
We're back for more of the next chapter. Super excited to see what comes next for all of you. Now, right off the bat, Maci and Taylor, I know we get to see a little bit of you bringing Ryan back into your lives in these upcoming episodes. Can you tell me a little bit about how that started?
It started obviously like back when we filmed the reunion for the first season. But at that reunion, obviously we made some commitments to, at least attempt to mend that relationship. And, just sticking to them. So.
Yeah, and how did Bentley feel about this as you're kind of starting to reintroduce each other into each other's lives?
It had a really positive effect on him and still does. I think, Taylor and I had talked about it a couple times. You can just tell there's like weight lifted off of him. And I think it just relieves some of the pressure, I think, for him.
Yeah, he definitely seemed to walk a little taller.
Oh, that's so good to hear. And obviously, things with his sobriety got complicated somewhere down the line. How has that affected your relationship? Where are you at today?
We still have a good relationship. I mean, obviously he's in jail right now, but we talk regularly. He calls a lot. But, with addiction, I think there's always, forever he will struggle with sobriety, and it's a journey. But hopefully with everything that's happened and the decisions that he made, I'm just hoping that we can be a supportive piece for him just moving forward, being sober.
Yeah. Well, and you started attending AlAnon meetings as well. Did you learn anything there or anything that's been particularly helpful for you?
So much. I feel like I will always owe Jayde because she really helped me she helped facilitate that and get me to actually like try it. But I've learned a lot. I think one of the biggest things I've learned from that is that I can't fix all the problems, and most problems aren't mine to fix. I can't change or apologize or do anything about certain decisions that Ryan has made and the effect it has had on Bentley. That's Ryan's responsibility, and he's the only one that can do that. I can't do that for him or for Bentley as much as I would love to be able to. And so really understanding and being okay with like not having control of everything and coming to peace with that.
And has that been an easy lesson to take on, or did that take quite a bit of work?
I think if this was, even a year ago or 2 years ago, I think it would have been a lot more difficult, but just the place that I'm at personally, I feel like I had to get here within myself for it to even be possible. And I think that definitely makes it easier.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me about that. I know that can't be easy. And then Cheyenne and Zach, you also had like quite an emotional season. You're helping Corey and his family prepare for Maya's surgery. That must have been a really scary time for all of you.
Yeah, it was tough. It was definitely scary and waves of emotions, and trying to be supportive to both Corey and Taylor and to Ryder. And, it's hard because co-parenting, there's boundaries, and we always want to make sure we're not crossing a boundary. But at the same time, we view them as our friends and family. And when you see somebody in so much pain, and it doesn't matter who they are, and you can't help them, it sucks.
Yeah. What were the ways that you found were the most helpful for you to step in there for them?
I think just offering support. I feel like Corey and Zach had a lot of like one-on-one moments of talking and just them, having a heart-to-heart. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I don't want to make it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of just making sure that they knew that they not only had our support, but our family support. So, my mom stepped in and offered to watch Mila a couple times, or my dad came and helped us cook dinner for them. I think we truly wanted them to know that they're going through by far the worst time of their lives, and we're just here to support them. They don't have their families out here, and it's tough for me to watch them go through this without having their families here, and I'm so used to being surrounded by our families, so it was hard.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Zach, you and Corey took your relationship to a whole kind of different level. What was it like to connect with him on that level?
No, it felt good. A lot of it is just having to put your pride aside and just realize that the goal is the kids and making sure that the kids are. And by doing that, me and him just having a bond together and being able to talk and communicate, that open line of communication goes a long way. So it just helped with a lot.
Yeah. And what about Ryder? How was she like handling all of this? Did she kind of have an awareness of what was going on? She's obviously had her own health struggles, so I'm not sure how that would affect her.
It was hard to watch Rye go through it because she has had her own health struggles, and she would ask why. So why was I sick? Why is my sister sick? And I don't have the answers to that. And as her mom, I want to be able to answer your questions, and I didn't know what to say. So Ryder struggled. She struggled a lot. She definitely knew what was going on. We didn't try to shelter her from things, but we also didn't want to make her so aware that it would give her like anxiety.
Right.
Like when surgery was coming up, but we wouldn't tell her that day until after surgery that we had an answer. Because if we tell her surgery's this morning, she's going to ask all day what's going on. And her surgery had a lot of complications. And I'm happy that we did it the way we did, because I think I would have just struggled trying to communicate things that I didn't even know how to process as an adult.
Yeah, I am curious how you as the adults in the family were processing this while also trying to be, healthy with Ryder and passing on that information. How was that for you?
Honestly, I feel like for myself, I didn't process it until after everything was done and she's, fine and healed. I can't imagine how Taylor's processed it, if she's even begun to process what happened. I feel like it's such a traumatic experience to go through as a parent. And for Ryder, we just really wanted to like instill in her, like, she's going to be okay. You just have to pray for her and send her good. And it was tough. It's tough because it got scary, and it was like, am I lying to my child? But it was really scary to watch.
And where is everyone at today? Everyone seems like they're on the upward climb.
Yeah, thank God. Maya is okay. She's fine. She's healthy. She's getting big. They were just here the other day, and she's starting to try to walk, and she screams a lot. A lot. Yeah. And scream. Thank God. I feel like all the kids are healthy right now, and that's just like the biggest blessing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's keep it that way. And thank you to all of you for talking with me about the upcoming episodes. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing more of your family's lives.